We want change that is beneficial for us, but we don't want change that we don't understand. We want change that we're familiar with, but we don't want change that makes us or puts us in an uncertain plane and we're unsure of what's about to happen. Guys, ilang kape na po ang ininom nila para lang madala yung energy na yun. Kaya palakpakan naman natin yung mga host natin for today. And of course, good morning to everyone who's here. I am super excited as we go into our fresh day, and I know that a lot of you guys are here because you wanna be excited for the future, but also, maybe I want you guys to take this time to also appreciate the past year of what has been. Kaya maybe can you raise your right hand and then tap the person on your right and pakisabi, thank you for the past year. And maybe raise your left hand and tap the person to the left and pakisabi, sana andito ka pa next year. Oh, seryoso yan, guys. Ba't kayo tumawa? Kayo talaga. But again, but I know that the past year has been crazy, just like with any kind of industry. There's a lot of things that happened, and maybe today I also want to take this opportunity and chance to share something that maybe can get you started, and of course, maybe give you some tools as well on how you could move up to the next level. No? But I just want to see as well, maybe kasi hindi ako familiar with like the demographics of you guys. Meron po ba dito mga Gen Z? Can I see? Gen Z, raise your hand. Ayan, Gen Z by heart, pwede rin. Gen Z by heart. Okay, thank you. Mga millennials, woo! Millennials! Wow, okay. So medyo millennial heavy tong crowd natin. Mga Gen X. Gen X! Gen X, gumagano na lang, no? Pumapalakpak na lang. Okay, so I guess there's a lot of millennials and a lot of Gen Z. Or maybe mga iilan na Gen Z. So I'm guessing that only few people only know who I am. Is that correct? Meron po dito, first time ako makita, first time to see me speak or talk, or first time to hear my name. Thank you so much. Okay, hindi pala ako ganun kasikat. Yeah, but okay lang, I'll just quickly introduce myself and then I'll go on to my presentation. Okay lang po ba yun? Okay. So, my name's Alec, and I'm a normal guy, could say. I studied manufacturing engineering when I was in Mapua. Sorry, may slides pala ako dyan. But, quick background on me is that, again, as a normal guy, I went through the normal stages of life. And there's actually a picture of me here going through what a normal teenager would go through. With someone that didn't have parents guiding me kasi my mother was in abroad. My father, I didn't know kung nasan siya noon. But I just went through my life trying to figure out life, right? So for me, I just had myself, when I was a learner, I kept on trying to learn new things and whatnot. And so I studied engineering kasi ang sabi actually nakakita ako ng ad, ang sabi dun sa ad, like be an engineer in 4 years. So yun po, nakita ng mother ko, sabi niya, uy, engineer ka daw in just 4 years, take that. No? So sabi ko, okay, fine, wala naman po akong gustong i-take, so why not? But then, it was a really hard moment for me because I guess engineering was not my true choice. Although I loved math back in high school, it was not my true choice. So what happened is I had a hard time in college. And nung actually first term, pagpasok ko pa lang, I was already rewarded with 2 failing grades. I failed basic trigonometry and I failed basic algebra. And at that time, when I saw the people around me na sila nakakapasa, sabi ko, shucks, baka hindi lang pala ako magaling talaga. Maybe I'm not as good as I think. So, what I did is I just kept hiding in the back. Like, okay, you guys are good. You guys go do it. Sige, kayo na lang magsagot, kayo na lang mag-recite, kayo na lang magpasa ng mga exam. I'll just be in the back. So for the next, because I love learning, I stayed in my college for 7 years. Because I really love learning talaga eh. Sabi ko, why finish it in 4? Let's make it not 5, not 6. Let's make it 7. Because I really love learning. And so I stayed in college for 7 years, and nung 7 years na ako, there was a point in my life that I kind of lost like every confidence that I had in myself. I was kicked out of my program, and that's when I started really throwing my life away. I asked myself, you know what, if this is not gonna work out, then might as well do whatever I want to do with my life, right? So after that moment, medyo nalubog po ako. I was with my vices, my wrong decisions. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat right. I was just throwing my life away. And then it hit me. I got to my rock bottom, and then something snapped. Like, for me, I was ready to end my story right then and there. But then I asked myself, like, you know what? We're all gonna die. Like, one way or another, it's gonna end. But if we're all going towards that path or that end point, then might as well make the most out of every moment that I'm here. So I hit the reset button. And after I hit the reset button, I set some goals. I didn't have any background in online stuff. I didn't have any business background, but I set my goals. I said, you know what? I'm gonna create an online account. I wanna grow it to 1 million followers. I wanna teach people how to do content creation. I wanna write a book and publish a book. I wanna work with the top people in Spotify, and I wanna live life on my own terms, meaning I get to decide what I want in my life. Sino po dito who wants that as well? Can I see a raise of hand? Living life on your own terms. Thank you. I can see it, right? And when I wrote this, of course, for the next 8 months, I really grinded it out. Like, day in and day out, I poured my heart and soul into the craft that I'm working in. And I'm sure that some of you guys here, can I also see, meron po ba dito first year in the company? First year. Ayan, medyo mababa pa yung taas ng kamay, na. 2 years. 3 years. 4. 5 years. Wow. 6 years. Wow, 7 years. 8 years. Higher, 9 years. 10 years. Wow, 11 years. 12. 13? 15. Higher, 16. Oh my gosh. 18 years here. Woo! Okay, I'm seeing higher, 20 years. We got 20? Okay, alam na po natin kung sinong mga mayayaman dito, no? Yung mga lagpas na 20 years. Sinong pinakamatagal na dito? 20, 21 years? 25 years? 30 years? No way. Totoo ba? 40 years? Lower. 35? 36? 38? Wow! Palakpakan naman natin, 38 years in the industry. Wow! Okay. So, I know 38 years in the industry. Guys, yung mga baguhan dito, 1 year, 2 years. That's who you talk to. 38 years, nagtagal. So probably they know something that you don't. So, dyan na tayo, dumikit-dikit, ask some advice, ask some mentorship. But, again, kung matagal-tagal ka na, you know that there's really a lot of things that you don't have control, and maybe what you need to do is to just focus on what you can control. And I know, lalo na pag matagal na rin kayo dito sa industry, na when you set a goal, now the next thing that you need to do is really to put in the work, right? You gotta put in the work day in and day out. And so for the next 6 to 8 months of my life, I really put in the work. I set a goal, and then I made sure that I make it happen. So I actually made it. After 8 months of doing it, I had 1 million followers. I had a million followers on my social media account. I published a book. I went on different companies and schools to talk about the stuff that I believe in, the stuff that mattered to me. And more importantly, I lived life on my own terms, right? Palakpakan niyo naman po yun. Thank you. But in life, we all know that life goes, sometimes life is here, sometimes life is here. And so even though I achieved those goals, one thing that I wasn't really proud of is, syempre, I didn't know how to manage my money properly, and I started to earn, and I started to invest in a lot of things. And long story short, I actually got scammed ng 3 million pesos. So all of my savings, everything that I believed in, nawala. So even though I was creating content online and I was motivating people, I was inspiring people with my content, I was depressed. When I turned off the camera, I couldn't go out of my room and I couldn't eat. I was hiding. One of the darkest moments in my life. But then again, I remembered, sometimes life is here, sometimes life is here. And the constant thing that is happening here is just change. Can everyone say the word change? Change. Change is something that we can't control. It's happening day in and day out. And for the longest time, we're selective with change. We want change that is beneficial for us, but we don't want change that we don't understand. Tama po ba? We want change that we're familiar with, but we don't want change that makes us or puts us in an uncertain plane and we're unsure of what's about to happen. But change is neither good or bad. Change is what we make of it. So I said, all right, if my life could turn upside down in a snap as well, I can turn my life upside down. If something bad can happen, then something good can happen. If I know that maybe I've been so good in the business, but last year it was not so good. Well, I know that this year, this can be different. And maybe, even nagpapakilala pa lang po ako, but maybe if I could leave you guys with a message to just allow yourself to open up to new possibilities. Can I, okay lang po bang we're honest here? Okay lang po? Thumbs up if okay lang. Sino dito last year didn't have a great year? Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for your vulnerability. Okay? Last year wasn't a great year. Sino dito, last year was a good year? Be proud of yourself. Taas niyo yung kamay niyo. Yes! Alright. Awesome. But here's the thing, guys. Whether you did poorly last year or whether you did great, that's in the last year. It's done. And wherever you are right now, maybe I just want to remind you that today is the best gift that you have, because today you get to write how this goes on moving forward. So if you didn't have a good year last year, maybe it's time to use that as this story right here to maybe next year, pag nagkita-kita ulit kayo, you get to be the one to get those awards and stand up here and appreciate yourself and acknowledge yourself for the work that you've done. Or maybe if you have a good year, it's time to have a great year. Or maybe if you have a great year last year, it's time to have the most outstanding year that you have ever seen in your life. You get to decide. So, Again, just like me, you know what? Here we go again. You know, we're in this rut. We're down here. Life's not going well. But here's the best part. Ask me what? Isa pa, ask me what? The best part is, you're not starting from scratch anymore. You have all the experience from the past year. What worked, what didn't work. And you're gonna bring that this year. Because this year, you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. You're starting with all the tools that you have from the last year. And isn't that exciting? Isn't that something that makes your heart a little bit excited, but also secured, knowing that the last year, you went through a process. And the process just continues from this point on. And so just like me, what I did is I went on. Of course, I got better and better. And surprisingly, no, and thankfully, the highs and the lows are not that frequent anymore. Minsan, madalas na yun nasa taas na lang. Because you won't go back to the lowest low. Next year, you have a low that is much higher than from the previous year. Are you getting this? This year, your low will not be from the last year's low. It's going to be much, much higher. As long as you keep on pushing. As long as you keep on moving forward. And so, something that I'm also very proud of is not only did my career went off, it's also my relationships. And again, in any work that you're putting in your life, as long as you're really putting down the work and making sure na you're trying to be better every day, every single year, everything in your life suddenly gets better as well. And so maybe, for today, allow yourselves to dream. That not just in your careers, but also in your relationships, in your health, in your purpose, that you are living the best life this year. Kasi dito pa lang po, sasabihin ko na agad, if you can't see it here in your mind, you can't see it in your hands. If you can't see it in your mind, you won't see it in your hands. So right now, I want you to dream, to allow yourself to dream. Like, what's the best life for me? I know it's March, but we have 10 months left. Like, at the end of this year, December 2024, what's the best life for you? And you can have whatever you want if you allow yourself to dream. And so, something that is, again, constant, na alam naman natin, pag nangangarap tayo, syempre, libre lang mangarap, no, sabihin ng mga tao dito. Yung mga batakan, yung mga medyo matatagal na dito, alam ko na yan, na ayan na naman po, meron na naman pong speaker sa harapan, tapos motivate na naman tayo. Tapos, for sure, after nito, later, ano kayo? Power! Right? But then after 1 week, power! But then after 1 month, power. After 6 months, yeah. After a year, let's try again next year. And then another speaker comes in and try to motivate you guys and inspire you guys. And power, the cycle keeps on going, right? So maybe I want to introduce to you a concept that could break the cycle and that could help you move forward. Is that okay? Awesome. So here you can see, in any kind of change, there's actually 2 types of change, right? A change from pain, which is what the story was about earlier, no? And wag po kayo mag-alala, you don't need to go through what I went through, no? To be successful, kailangan pala ganun din yung maramdaman. Hindi naman po, no? So, kailangan ko lang din pagandahin yung storya ko para naman tumatak talaga sa inyo. But, there's actually that kind of pain. It's satori. Can everyone say the word satori? Satori or satori? I'm not sure. But, satori means growth through pain. Even if you don't want to change, even if you don't want to grow, life will push you. Life will put you in places, in circumstances, with clients that will teach you pain. that will make you change, that will help you grow. And you don't have control over that, but you gotta go through it. You gotta go through it to grow through it, right? You gotta allow that to happen. But that's not the only way to change. That's not the only way to grow. The other way is Kensho. And Kensho is growth through enlightenment. It's through insight. It's through having moments in your life where you would just sit down and think and reflect on what has been the choices, my choices for the past year, and how could I make it better. Those aha moments also come from these points. So, ano pong gusto nyo? Yung painful o yung through insight? Pain, may bumubulong din. So, yung painful, no? So, yun, mga main character energy. Gusto ko talaga yung may magandang story. And even so, right? Even so, if you want to grow, if you want to change, then allow yourself to go through this. If you are in a point in your life where you don't understand what's happening, or even if you're trying your best, but the results are just not coming in, then use that as fuel. That one day this will all make sense. One day, this is a story that I will share to people that will highlight my pain, but it's for the better. But this will inspire other people, right? So, whether you are going through change or whatever stage you are in the change process, something that I have seen as well na ang mga tao ngayon, especially in the new age, with the Gen Zs as well, and especially sa mga millennials, is that once the basic needs are met, they value two things most in any kind of change. Kaya rin yung iba, palipat-lipat ng trabaho, it's not because of just the salary or the people behind it, it's also this. So in any kind of your life, no, maybe I want maybe it's also you that you realize na, oo nga, no, sa lahat ng pagbabago, ito lang pala ang hanap ko. I'm not going through change just because I want to go through change. I want to go through change because I'm asking, is number one, will I grow? And number two, will I make an impact? And if you're trying to get people on the team as well, trying to recruit people, trying to, in your team meetings as well, you gotta only focus on these things, like growth and impact. Can everyone say growth and impact? Growth and impact. And maybe something that I want to share with you guys is frameworks for you to remind yourself, or to bring with you after this talk, na kahit anong nangyayari sa buhay nyo, whatever is happening in your life, you are growing through whatever change that you're going through. Okay? So, one thing as well, one question that maybe I want you guys to also remember is this. Sabi ko nga kanina, no, patuloy ang pagbabago, patuloy yan, dire-diretso yan, but that's not what's important. What's important is, did you grow? Whatever change, it doesn't matter what happened, the only thing that matters is, did you grow? So maybe last year, maybe not a good year. Or maybe there's also something that you're trying to close a client, or like this big client, okay? Ayan, nawala. Maybe you have alright, maybe you have like a client that you really want to close, right? And then you prepare yourself, you prepare your slides, you practice the pitch, and then you go through over it to your friends, to your family, to the mirror, and you do every preparation na ginawa mo. Okay, so kanina I was really asking the organizers, like, what's the current setup here? How do you guys work? And the reason why I was so excited to talk with you guys is because I really love sales. And can I see a raise of hand? Who here is in sales? Yeah, okay, so most of the people. And the others are from marketing. Tama po ba? Some are from the marketing. And some are from customer support. Okay, So, most people are in sales, and I love sales so much, but let's be honest, it's one of the hardest jobs out there. Like, kahit anong profession mo, kahit anong MBA, doctorate mo, there's just no manual when it comes to sales. And for me, sales is a great equalizer, right? Because ito, hindi kailangan kung sinong pinakamatalino or sinong pinakamaganda, although may advantage yon. But ang kailangan dito, sinong pinaka-praktisado. Agree po ba kayo? In sales, there's a process that you need to practice over and over again. And maybe there was a point in your life that you were so excited to close and to pitch or to close this client, but you just didn't. You weren't able to do that. But again, just being able to ask this question na, like, it doesn't matter if you didn't close the client. What matters is, did you grow? What's that one thing that you could be better at? Was it the introduction? Was it the product explanation? Was it the closing pitch? Like, what's that one thing? I know it's cliche that people say it. Like, you either win or you learn, but that's reality. Yung mga tao na sumusuko na sa buhay is because they choose to give up. They choose to not continue. They choose not to grow from that. But as long as you have this mindset, like, okay, I'm gonna keep on moving forward. I'm gonna keep on looking at how can I grow from that. Tuloy-tuloy ang growth ko. And so, maybe something that I want to share with you as well is like the four pillars of growth. So in any kind of growth, ito rin yung mga bagay na gusto mong hanapin. Number one is transformation. Okay? But before that, no? Sino dito ang gusto magbago? Wala, no? Masasaya na yung mga tao dito. Alam ko naman mayayaman na po talaga kayo, no? But who wants here to change for the better? Awesome. So maybe, no? Pakitapik yung katabi, pakisabi magbago ka na. Magbago ka na, hoy. Benta-benta din. No. So, kahit anong pagbabago, no, minsan di natin alam kung ano yung mukha ng pagbabago na yun. Ang hahanapin natin, or maybe, para maging effective ang pagbabago, these are the four things that you need to have in any kind of change. Number one is transformation. If you want to grow, you gotta make sure that you transform. Key thought. You don't attract what you want. You attract who you are. So kahit sinong client pa ang dumating sa'yo, kahit sinong lead ba ang makausap mo, if hindi mo babaguhin kung sino ka, hindi ka makaka-close ng mga bagay na gusto mong ma-close. Because in any kind of transformation, a lot of people, they focus on the outcomes. Bumaba yung isang S, no? The outcomes, right? And sobrang funny. Guys, please always remember this as well. When you set a goal, and you don't reach it, don't change the goal. Marami kasing ganun eh. No? Ang pangarap ko po ay magkaroon ng 8-pack abs. Anyone here? Gusto ng 8-pack abs? Thank you. Merong isa doon, 8 packs, no? Tapos, sige, magda-diet na ako, no? Napanood na lahat ng YouTube videos on how to diet and how to exercise, no? And then after that, 3 months in, okay, ano na lang pala, 6-pack abs na lang. Hindi na 8-pack. Yan. After 3 months, no? After 3 months, ayaw na doon ng 8-pack, gusto 6-pack na lang. Tapos after ng another month, okay, hindi pa nagsisimula, okay, 4 packs na lang pala. Okay, next month, after 6 months, then, you know what? You know what? I love my body naman eh. I don't need workout. I don't need, my family loves me, right? What changed? The outcome. If you want to go and be better, if you want to grow in life, you don't change the outcome. The outcome will change if you start going deeper inside. Some people, they change the process, which is also good, right? Okay, our sales technique is not working. Let's introduce a better sales technique. Okay, this strategy is not working. Let's introduce another strategy, right? They change the process. And I love that, but sometimes it takes too long. If we wait for the right process to come, sometimes it takes too long for us to get the result. But if you truly want to grow in life, the thing that you need to change is your identity. Can everyone say, I am? I am responsible for my life. So if you're here and you have a goal, you want something, and you're not getting it, who's responsible? Everyone say, I am. Pakilakasan nga, I am. Who's responsible? Hindi, may nagsabi, the company daw eh. Yung leader daw namin eh. No, it's you. Because even if you go to another job, another team, if you don't change who you are, the results are going to be the same. You want to reach your all-time high, your best year ever? Then be your best version ever. That's it. So if you come in here, maybe thinking na, you know what, I'm just like in my story kanina, I was at the back, hindi ko pala natuloy, but the way that I shifted that and I transformed that experience for me is that literally there was a term that I said, you know what, I'm going to change who I am. I'm going to be the best version of myself. So what I did is I came to the school and I went to my classes very early, maybe 30 minutes before the class nandun na ako. I sat in the front row. I made sure that I reviewed all the materials. Kinlos ko po yung prof ko. I asked all the passing students what they were doing right. And guess what? After failing and failing, I think for every term that I stayed there, I failed the subject. After I changed my identity, I changed my result. It was the first time that I did not have a failing grade. And the best part there is I got my first ever 1.5 grade in a major subject. Now you may say, oh, that's different, sa school lang yan. No, it's the same thing in any kind of success. You want to attract the best success, you got to be the best version. So ask yourself, what are the things about me that I need to let go of? Do I need to become more committed? Do I need to become more consistent? Do I need to become more brave into asking the scary questions, into going to the clients that I don't want to go to? Are you getting this? You got to change who you are because you don't attract what you want, you attract who you are because that's the law of the resonance. Whatever your vibrating is. Kaya kanina, nakita ko talaga yung energy ng dalawang host natin dito. Woo! Talaga, taas ng energy. If you can be like that every single day, it's gonna be so much better for you. Because I believe, and I know that you know this as well, the person with the highest energy always wins. The person with the best personality always wins. And how are people going to like you if you don't even like yourself? So you work on yourself, you like yourself, so other people would like you as well. The first one is transformation. Are you seeing transformation in your growth? The second one is a big vision. And this is so exciting because today and probably the next couple of days or starting kahapon, you guys are into this state where you're opening yourself up to new possibilities of where this company can be in the next year. Tama po ba? But here's the thing. You want to make your life easier? Can I give you a secret? Okay lang? Dream big. There's this quote, right? When you shoot, when you aim for the moon, you land among the stars, and that's true. And maybe the reason why you're not hitting your goals as bad as you want to hit them is because maybe your goals are not really exciting enough. Maybe it's not something that scares you. Because let's face it, if you have a big goal, then you got to be a big person. Am I right? Because you can't hit the big goal if you are not a big person. Are you getting this? So the next, actually, they actually did a study on this. Like, what happens, they did this in Google. Now in Google, what they set, yung mga OKRs, ganyan, 50% of their goals have 50% of failure. Kaya tinawag siyang Google goals, because they want to make sure that they set not just for people to hit them. Because the scary thing is, when you set a goal that is low, there's a chance that people might hit it, there's a chance people might not. It's the same thing when you set a high goal, when you set a big goal. So maybe this is for your team, maybe this is for your company, but I'm not even talking about that. What I'm talking about is for yourself. This is not the companies telling you to set big goals for the company. No, it's for yourself. And maybe hindi mo nakikita yun kasi you're not allowing yourself to dream. And again, go back. The end of the year, what do you want? Do you want a new car? Meron po dito, gusto a new car by the end of the year. Wala. New house. Meron. Mga ina, nagtataas ng kamay, no? New wife. Wala ako. Wala magtataas, guys. Sati-sati lang. Okay. Joke lang po, no? But whatever you dream of, it's got to be big enough. Para if you don't reach it, you're still gonna be in a so much better place than where you were before. Are you getting this? Awesome. So maybe after today, you've seen the big goal, the big vision of the dream. Put it on a piece of paper. Like, for you, what do you want to happen? Ikaw, personal goals mo. For your work, for your craft. Kahit ikaw lang ang nakakaalam, okay lang, basta you have something that pushes you, that scares you every day, but also excites you. That fudge, if I make that happen, I'm going to be in so much better place, right? Because now, when you dream big, your problems become small. Pansinin niyo po, kapag ang problema niyo ay, paano ba tayo makaka-close ng isa? Anong nagagawa niyo? Nakaka-close ng isa. If your problem this month is how can I just pass the quota, then your answer or your life will be based on just passing the quota. Are you getting this? You want to act big, you gotta dream big. And if you're gonna fail, then might as well fail big. Okay, fail big, meaning if you don't reach that 10 sales, then might as well fail at 8. If you can't close 20 people, then might as well close 17. Dream big. Key thought. The quality of your life depends on the quality of your problems. Alam niyo po ba yung, pansinin niyo ito sa mga kaibigan niyo, sa mga friends niyo. Pag ang problema nila love life, anong nagiging buhay nila? Yun at yun lang. Laging bukang bibig yung, ano ba yan? Wala pa rin akong jowa. Uy, ano ba yan? Niloko ako. Tapos, next time, ganun ulit. Uy, niloko ako. Ganyan. But yung isa, ang problema niya is, paano ko ma-provide yung family ko? Yun yung pinoproblema niya, then yun din ang sinusolve niya. Right? But after that, if your problem is big enough, then the things na, ganito yan. If you have a big vision, it's like a magnet that's going to pull you. Hindi mo na kailangang itulak yung sarili mo. Pag malaki yung pangarap mo, yan na yung hihila sa'yo, bumangon. If you have a big dream, that's gonna pull you to do the thing that you need to do. And if you acted like your life depended on it, waking up and not hitting that snooze button will become so insignificant that you will do it automatically. Why? Because you have big dreams. You have big goals. But a lot of you guys don't set big goals enough. That's why you're just barely getting through. So maybe, after this talk, or maybe later tonight, write it down. Okay? So, I might be going a little bit over time. Okay lang po ba? I overgive and I overshare my insights because I really want to share this to you. Okay lang po? Awesome. So, all right. The third one, The third one is, if you want to see change happen in your life, this is very important, right? Can everyone say the word unity? And I love that this theme, this event's theme is, ano yun ulit? Dito sa side na to, ano daw yan ulit? Grabe, ganun pa rin yung energy na ano dito ulit? Dito lahat, ano yun ulit? Unite and ignite. It starts with unite first. Because it's so much easier to get going if you have people with you. That's why it's so important that if you are you're with or you're on the table with the people that you're working with, like I want you to look them in the eye and say, we'll do this together. Because now, it's not just you on the line, it's also the other person. And you guys are going to keep on pushing each other, but you got to be united. Hindi lang to kaya mag-isa. Okay? And more importantly, when you are united and you get ignited, you're going to be able to do more work. You're going to get to have more results. And when you have more results, you're going to be able to touch more lives. Because the thing is, with everything that is going to happen from this point on, it's not really much about the work that you also do. Like, it's good, I love it, sales, really good job. But we also know that, tama po ba, that the value that we're providing to the market is really valuable. It saves lives. Literally. So be united in the fact that the work that you're doing is not just for you, or not just for your family, but also for the Philippines and for the people who need it as well. And so maybe, if you always, and trust me, you're gonna go through this, if you come to a point na medyo tinatamad ka, mababa energy mo, hindi ka motivated, then look at, hindi lang sa'yo, hindi lang sa team mo, but look at the people that you've helped. Look at the lives of everyone that you touch, because your life is not just about you. Rather, your life is about the lives of everyone you touch, everyone that you help. Naalala ko po, nung nag-start akong gumawa ng content, I was just doing it for me. I pulled out my phone and I said, you know what, I want to get better at public speaking, but I need to have a place to practice. So what I did is I created a TikTok account and I said for the next 3 months, what I'll do is I will post 1-minute video of me trying to speak well. I will not edit it out. If I say then I'm just gonna keep it there. But I want to see the progress. I want to get better. For the next 3 months, I posted every single day 1 post at a time. On the 6th week, one of my videos got viral. I think it got like 100,000 views. And then the next video got 200,000 views. And then the next video got 1 million. And then the next video got 1 million. And it just snowballed from there. But that's not the reason why I keep doing this. Can I share you the reason? Yes or yes? So I remember, I think during that time, there was this message that I got. I opened it up. I can't remember the name, but the message basically said that, Kuya Alec, like, I don't know you, you don't know me, but you saved me tonight. And I said to myself, if I need to post 1 more every single day for the rest of my life, and there would just be 1 person that I'll be able to help, I'm gonna do this forever. Because now it's not just about me, it's a life of a person. And for me, it was just content. And I know that you guys, the work that you're doing here literally saves lives. So I want you to go in to be in that space. That every time you're going to go to the hospital, you're going to go to a doctor, you're going to go to someone, and you're going to show your product or your service, don't just think about making the sale. Think about the people that you're going to be able to touch. The people that you're going to be able to save because of the work that you're doing. Oh, first, the last one. It's love. When we do our best, when we care for each other, we do our best when we are cared for and we care for each other. So be united in transforming yourself as an individual. Be united in having that big vision as a team, as a company. Be united in sharing love to the world. Because today, all right, maybe you got some insights, you got some pretty cool quotes, you guys took some photos, and you're gonna post that on your feed later on. Tag niyo po ako at Alecs Cuenca if nakasama ako doon sa photo. But the best part here is, if you are united to share positivity and kindness and love to the world, I promise you, you're going to be able to sleep at night knowing that you had made a difference. Knowing that the work that you do is not just for you, but for a better version of this world. And I promise you this, the value that you give out is also what you're going to receive. Life is fair. How do I know if you've given a lot? You're also receiving a lot. So if you haven't received a lot yet, then that's your sign to give a lot more. And so maybe I want to close what I'm sharing to you guys here is to again go through that, right? You got to have that transformation. You have to have that big vision. You need to be united, and you need to give love. As cheesy as it sounds, it's really the key. And I promise you that if you go through these phases, you will grow, you will experience a change. Now, 1 year from now, 2 things are going to happen. Can I share? Okay lang po? 2 things are going to happen from this point on. The first one is, you're going to look back at, oo nga no, last year nasa Dusit Tani tayo. We had some great time. We talked to a lot of people. We connected to a lot of people. And nothing changed. But some did. This person, naalala mo yan, nakita lang natin yan last year sa Dusit Tani, nakausap ko yan. Nag-set yan ng goal. Naging united yan, nag-share yan ng love. Nagkaroon yan ng transformation. Ang laki na ng pinagbago niya. Ang laki na rin ng natatanggap niya sa buhay niya. Sana pala, I started na rin. Sana pala, I started to live my best life na rin. Or, you're gonna be this person a year from now. And then looking back, holy crap, that was the best year. Last year, I was just sitting here trying to take some notes, trying to take some photos. But I set my goal, I made it happen. Buti na lang. Can everyone say, buti na lang? Buti na lang nagsimula na ako. Buti na lang, I made the change that I needed to make. And so, all of the things that maybe I just want to reiterate, and just to close this, right? I know that you guys have a great day ahead, but again, going back to the thing that I said earlier is, Like if I could just leave you guys to just allow yourself to dream what is possible, that's enough. Kasi for sure, kaya lang naman hindi natin ginagawa yung mga bagay na kailangan natin gawin is kasi akala natin hindi natin sila kaya. It starts with your belief. And again, who is responsible for your success? And who's responsible for your failures? Exactly. Lahat naman po tayo self-made, tama? Yung ibang mga self-made failure, ayaw lang aminin. Pero yung mga self-made successful, self-made millionaire, yeah, that's me. We're all self-made. But the thing that separates us is having that open mind, an open heart, an open soul, that it is possible. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for having me here. And I want to thank you for the time, for the attention that you have given me. And I hope that today will be a day of open possibilities. Because I'm very excited looking at all the faces. I can see the passion in your eyes that this will be the best year ever. And I can't wait for you guys to see it in your lives. Thank you so much and have a great day.
So thank you, sir, for the wonderful talk for this morning.